sweating on the trash, right?
No.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into another game here at Maryville High School. An untraditional Tuesday Maryville matchup, but one we will see regardless. It'll be two games today on this Tuesday. It'll be a good weather for baseball. The Copperheads will be taking on the Athletics to get things going. Copperheads will be playing two today. They will kick off the first game against the Athletics, and then they will turn around and play the second BCA team, the Bobcats, due up next. In the first game, they will be in green. They are the home team. The Athletics will be in gray. They are the away team. On the mound, kicking things off for the Copperheads and for the game in general will be the righty Charlie Walker. Jody Watson will be behind the plate. Ada Mulligan over at first. Nolan Watson getting a start at second. Kane Baber at short. Over at third, Boone Fields. Samuel Lott, Drew Shaver, and McDonald rounding out the outfield. Sending up the typical 1-2-3 men for the Athletics will be Ty Sowers, Grayson Wright, and Will Dickens. The Athletics coming off a big win last Thursday. They look to follow it up here. First pitch comes home, and we are underway. Called strike number one from Charlie Walker. Copperheads, they sit in third place. They are 9-11-1. The Athletics, they are 14-6. In first place, as Sour Skies went out to deep left field. The center fielder, Drew Shaver, moving over to his left, and he will make the catch for out number one. 1 up, 1 down on a loud fly out. Drew Shaver making a big fly. Couldn't quite get it to go out to the deep fence and straightaway left center, and that will bring up Grayson Wright. Wright coming off a game where he had a go-ahead grand slam in his team's last game, propelled them to their 14th win. The season high of any team. They are still in first place. They sit at 14-6. The Athletics have not been in first place for a single game this season, and if they win here today, they will clinch the first place seed in the tournament next week. Granted, with all games being canceled yesterday, assuming that those games are not made up, then the Athletics can clinch today. The Copperheads, they are in third at 9-11-1. They have clinched a third place spot, or at least a spot. The fourth and last spot in the playoffs will be between the Eagles and the Bobcats, one of which who will play at 7:30 today. Behind Grayson Wright will be Will Dickens and then Joey Sulish for the 1-2-3-4. Right into 2-1, fell on a one-off in there. He's now 2-2. So neither of these teams really battling for a spot. They both know what next week will hold for them. They're just playing out the last week of the season entirely. Week number 8 getting things going here on a Tuesday. Supposed to play yesterday, but rain held us out. All 3 games were canceled yesterday at Knox Catholic. So we now have 3 days left of baseball before the bracket play. Full count pitch is swung on and missed. Grayson Wright down swing, and that's out number 2. Charlie Walker starting his day, 2 up, 2 down. Three-hole hitter lefty coming up. It's Will Dickens. This marks Charlie Walker's 3rd start of the season. 16 innings pitched for the righty. His ERA at 1.7. So sitting well below that 2 mark as he's getting ahead of the 3-hole hitter now 0-2. $18 strikeouts to 10 walks allowed. Solid K to BB ratio. Dickens looking to avoid being the second K of the inning. The 0-2 fouled off. Copperheads playing 2 today, as I mentioned a few moments ago. They will be playing both Brett Carroll Athletics teams. Of course, both of those teams on the exact opposite sides of the spectrum when it comes to scoreboard standings. One in first, one in last. The 1-2, called strike 3, froze Will Dickens. That'll be a 3-up, 3-down inning for Charlie Walker. He retires the side in order, picks up a couple of strikeouts. Copperheads will come up to bat. The score still tied at 0. Bottom of the first, we'll see the Copperheads get their first time swinging it today. It'll be Drew Shaver, Kane Baber, and Matt Newton getting things going. They will face the pitcher on the mound, Birdie Watkins. We haven't seen Watkins too often this season. He's only made now his third appearance on the mound, one in May, one in June, and then now here in July. So very spread out, only 3 starts once a month across the 3 months of the season. Shaver skies the 1-0, shallow center. Incumbent Ty Sowerens, he makes the catch easily. 1 up, 1 down. Both teams starting their first inning with a fly out to center. Behind the plate for the Athletics will be Danny Isbell. Isaiah Whited over at first. Mason Alcorn at second. Grayson Wright at short. Joey Stulish over at third. Alex Trimble, Ty Sowerens, and Will Dickens to round out 7, 8, 9. The lefty Kane Baber will get his first looks against Watkins today. Across his 2 appearances, he's thrown 7 innings. Birdie Watkins has. His ERA at a flat 1. He's only allowed 1 earned run. That came in his second start on June 1st. 1-1 to Baber. Lower part of the zone. The shortstop now down 1-2. Baber bidding for the first hit of the Copperheads at bats today. Watkins 1-2 to Baber. Sent out the other way over to short. Grayson Wright coming in. The throw over. Baber retired on the 6-3. 2 up, 2 down to start the day for Watkins. Matt Newton will get his first time swinging today. He'll be the DH for the Copperheads. Behind him, it'll be Boone Fields and Samuel Ott for the 3, 4, and 5. Newton on the ground over to short. Grayson Wright will toss to second for 1. Back over. The scoop cannot be made cleanly by Whited, so Newton will be aboard. And I guess I looked prematurely, but it looks like Kane Baber might have reached first, not a ground out. It might have been a bobbled mishap from Isaiah Whited. He might have been pulled off. So now there's out number 2. Baber retired at second via the force. Matt Newton safely on first via fielder's choice. The righty Boone Fields up. First pitch gets an awkward half swing that doesn't go around. It's 1-0. Check over on the runner on first. Very close play trying to get Matt Newton. A little hesitation getting back, but he's in there. Fields, the third baseman for the Cops today, slashing a 220 batting average, a 320 OBP, and a 660 OPS. Three straight misses from the pitcher Watkins to the hitter Fields. The 3-0 runs high and tight. It'll hit Boone Fields between the shoulder blades. That'll put 2 runners aboard for 5-hole hitter Samuel Ott. We'll get a mound meeting between Danny Isbell and his pitcher. Copperheads having themselves a good stretch of games as of late, almost pulling their record above 500. They currently sit at 9-11-1. So if they end up winning 2 today, then back to 500 they go for what I want to say is the first time all season. Copperheads been back and forth between the 3rd and 4th place spot in the standings between them and the Eagles. Copperheads have pulled out as of late. 1-1 gets a swing and a miss from Samuel Lott. Lott typically a catcher for the Copperheads. Same thing with Jody Watson, but Watson getting the start behind the plate. Lott getting the start out and left. Two runners aboard, Newton and Fields. Lott in a 1-2. The Athletics will throw a handful of pitchers today, or they plan on it at least. We'll see how long Brody Watkins goes first. Lucas Duncan, Grayson Wright both slated to pitch later. 2-2, just missing a little low. So now a payoff pitch coming to Lott. Two runners aboard with two outs. Both of them will be moving on the pitch. The payoff to Lott, just below the knees. Lott works a full count, 2-out walk. That'll put all runners aboard, 3 runners on. 6-hole hitter Nolan Watson will come up in a big RBI spot, trying to draw first blood over Brody Watkins. Watkins started the inning really hot, going 2 up, 2 down on only a couple of pitches. Since then, has struggled with the strike zone. Newton aboard, fielder's choice. Boone Fields aboard, hit by pitch. And of course, Samuel Lott aboard, base on balls. The 0-1 to Watson gets a big swing and a miss. Nolan now down 0-2. Behind Nolan Watson, Mason McDonald on deck. Behind him, Aiden Mullican. And then the 9-hole hitter Jody Watson would round out the 7, 8, 9 spots for the Copperheads here today. Looking for the put away pitch is Brody Watkins, the 0-2, just running a little in. One, two in the dirt. Gets away from Isbell a little bit. Two, chopped over to the left side. Suish coming in on the slow roller. No throw. It's an infield single for Nolan Watson. Everybody goes station to station. Bases will remain loaded. The only thing that changes is the scoreboard. Copperheads plate 1. Not the loudest contact in the world from Nolan Watson, but did exactly what he needed to do. Soft roller over to the left side. Sulish couldn't get it in time. And now in a bases loaded RBI spot is still Mason McDonald. First pitch of McDonald, softly hit in the air. Center field, Sowers chasing after it. He'll make the catch for out number 3. So the Copperheads get 1 on the bases loaded. They strain them loaded, but they do get 1. Well, that's it for the first inning. Copperheads take the lead. They're up 1-0. Top of the second, the Copperheads now defending a 1-run lead. Looking to get it back, it will be Joey Sulish, Alex Trimble, and Danny Isbell. The Athletics were retired 1-2-3 as first pitch swinging, and what a nice leaping grab from Kane Baber over at shortstop. Sulish bidding for a one-pitch hit, but instead Kane Baber had other thoughts. One up, one down on the pitch. Kane Baber using his large frame over in the 6 hole to rob Sulish of a knock. That'll bring up Alex Trimble with 1 out, nobody on. Lefty squares to bunt, back to the mound. Charlie Walker is there, he'll throw over on the dot. In time by a hair, Alex Trimble put out for out number 2. Very close play. We didn't get a very physical reaction from the field umpire. Guess it looked a lot less close to him than it did to me up here. But that'll be out number 2. It's 2 outs on 2 pitches for the Athletics. Charlie Walker bidding for a 3-pitch inning. Danny Isbell will most likely be in full take mode on the first pitch he'll see today. First pitch to him. Delivers just down low. It's 1-0. So the lefty looking to avoid a quick 3-3 down inning for the second consecutive. One, softly hit, foul on the right side. Now 1-2. So with the tournament at least locked up for these two teams, you think now they're just at least playing for reps, trying to get a little better and throw a little competitiveness in there, maybe just bragging rights in the last week of the season. Isbell and the Athletics bidding for win number 15. Copperheads for number 10. 1-2 to Isbell, just a little high. So now with 2-2, the 6-hole hitter and the catcher for the Athletics. 21st game for the Athletics and the 22nd game for the Copperheads. 2-2, foul out of play. Walker still bidding for that 1-2-3 inning, and he might get it here. Nolan Watson a step back to his right, and he will catch the soft line out for out number 3. Charlie Walker back-to-back 3-3 down innings. Copperheads will look to add on to their lead. It's 1-0 through an inning and a half. Aiden Mulligan getting things going in the bottom of the second. The Copperheads now trying to add on to a run lead. Their pitcher, Charlie Walker, going 3-3 down in the first 2 frames. Brody Watkins back out on the rubber for his second frame of work. This Mulligan sky is a 1-0, softly hit in the right center. Will Dickens moving over to his right. He will make the catch on the run. That's out number 1. Brody Watkins started the first inning really solid, went 2 up, 2 down in as many batters. And then allowed the bases loaded, got 2 at-bats with the bases loaded, one of them. An infield single softly that brought in 1. So his team now trailing only a single run. The Athletics are no strangers to being down. Clearly, if they're 14-6, they know how to win a close game. First pitch curveball to now the 9-hole hitter Jody Watson finds home. It's 0-1. Aiden Mulligan, Jody Watson, before I line up, will turn over to Drew Shaver. First 3 batters here in the second. Watson at a 3-1 in the 9 spot, and he will work the 3-1 walk. 9-hole hitter will be on board. Lineup will turn over now. Drew Shaver up again. Drew Shaver making his second appearance at the plate today. He's 0-1. Skied out into center field, his first time swinging. We'll get a pinch hitter for Jody Watson over on first. It will be Aiden Mulligan coming in to run. Brody Watkins up already over 30 pitches through an inning and a third. Not the start quality-wise he'd want to have. There is some motion going on in the bullpen for the Athletics already. I want to say that is Lucas Duncan getting loose. Shaver into center field again. That is now 2 at-bats in a row where Drew Shaver has swung the second pitch and flied out into center. So that'll make it the out number 2 of the inning number 2. Kane Baper will come up again. He got aboard in his first at-bat. He reached first base safely courtesy of an error on Isaiah Whited. He'll stand in now for at-bat number 2, the runner on. First pitch to the left. He misses down low. 1-0. Popped up, shallow center, incoming Trimble. He's on his horse, chasing after it. He'll make the catch for out number 3, and that's the end of inning number 2. Brody Watkins allows a base runner, then strands him right after. We are into the third. Your score remains Copperheads 1-0. Alex Trimble skying the 2-0 high left field. Incoming Samuel Lott. He'll make the catch. It's out number 1 in the third. Charlie Walker making a bid for another 3 down inning. He's already 1/3 of the way there. '79, Lane, Lethgo, and Whited. Lethgo getting a start at EH. Making his first at-bat here on Tuesday at Maryville. First pitch to him in the zone. 0-1. Charlie Walker moving consistent with his pitches. Only 24 now with the first pitch to Lethgo. Awkward half swing and a ball in the dirt, and it's now 0-2. Behind Lethgo will be Isaiah Whited in the 9 spot, and then Mason Alcorn in the 10 spot in this batting lineup before it'll turn over again. 0-2, just missing the corner with the breaking ball. One, two to Lethgo in there. Strike number 3. That's out number 2 in the third. Charlie Walker, 8 up, 8 down. He's faced the minimum. Isaiah Whitehead looking to break the 0 for streak. We've seen him get some big power before. First pitch down low. Whitehead has a home run here this season. He's only about one of 4 or 5 guys to do that. Multiple guys on the Athletics have. In fact, every home run here has been hit from somebody on this Athletics roster except for one. That came from Brody Waller of the Eagles. But Isaiah Whitehead has one. Grayson Wright has a couple. Walker has the 9-hole hitter and a 3-0 count. Whitehead making a bid to be the first base runner of the day for the Athletics. Walker's 3-0 finds the zone, now 3-1. So week number 8 getting started here on this Tuesday. Not a lot of ball games left this season. It's gone by quick. 3-1 upstairs. Isaiah Whitehead works a 2-out walk. He's the first base runner of the day. Including today, there's about 5 or 6 days left of ball games this season, depending on how many days are used up next week for the tournament. It's slated for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but it wouldn't surprise me if it just changed to Monday and Tuesday. But regardless, today we will have, or this week we'll have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so that's at least 3. Mason Alcorn looks at a first pitch ball. Also a possibility of 3 games being played tomorrow and 3 games being played on Thursday. Very much a possibility. We'll see if that goes through. Just trying to make up those games that we lost yesterday, but if not, there will be 2 tomorrow in Knox Catholic and then 2 more back here at Maryville on Thursday. 1-1 to Alcorn finds the inner part of the zone, now 1-2. Good pick from Watson behind the plate. Two count to Alcorn, fouled off. We'll do it again. Check over on Whitehead. He's back safely. Two way outside. That one gets away from Watson. Isaiah Whitehead will move into scoring position. Now the 10-hole hitter also bidding for a 2-out walk. Payoff pitch coming out of Alcorn. 2 out. Just missing. Mason Alcorn works back-to-back full count walks. That'll put 2 runners aboard. Lineup now turning over again. It's back to Ty Sowards. Strike number 1 to Sowards, now even at 1 apiece with the leadoff hitter. Sowards 0 for 1. He flew out into center his first at bat. Walker still looking for out number 3 here in the third. 2-1. Just missing the inner part. Three one, catching the lower corner. Now full count again. 3 straight hitters taking Walker into a 3-2 count. Two out payoff pitch coming. Both runners will be on the move. Wyden and Alcorn both go. The 3-2 chopped over to the left side. It is the third baseman Fields coming across. He will throw across in time. Athletics get 2 aboard. They strand them both. Copperheads protect their 1-1 lead as we head in the bottom of the third. So it'll be a new pitch on the mound as the third inning gets started. First pitch is a little half swing from leadoff hitter for the inning. And he appeals down and he goes around. So now 0-1. But new pitcher, that'll be the end of the day for Birdie Watkins. It's Lucas Duncan coming aboard. Sharply hit over to third base, but it goes right under the glove of Joe Sulish into left field. So Matt Newton will be aboard. Called an E5. And there is a leadoff base runner in the third frame. Lucas Duncan will look to hold the run deficit right where it is. Very uncharacteristic error of Joey Sulish over there at third base. He's typically defensively sound. Just let one roll right underneath his glove. So that'll give Boone Fields a shot with nobody out and one on. Lucas Duncan making his 5th appearance of the season. He's come in for relief through all 4 appearances. And he's only pitched 1 inning apiece in every outing. His ERA over 10. So not the start to the season he would like as Boone Fields grounds one to wide it over at first. The tag on second in time. Great work between Isaiah Whited and the shortstop Grayson Wright. Once Whited touched first, there was no longer a force in the play, so Wright had to put the tag on, but he did so successfully. 2 runners erased on the play. That'll bring up Samuel Lott. Lott was walked in his first at-bat. The 0-1 to him, fouled off quickly behind now 0-2. So we'll see how long Lucas Duncan has got. I believe Charlie Lofton will come on after, and then if he is needed, it'll be Grayson Wright. Looking for a put-away pitch into his first frame. Big curveball over the head of Lott. 4 appearances. His first 2 appearances, Lott allowed 3 runs in each of his outings, and then since then he had 0-0. He'll look for another 0 here in his first inning here today. If Lott gets aboard, that would bring back up Nolan Watson on deck. Payoff pitch to Lott. Runs inside. That will be a 2-out full count walk for Samuel Lott. Bottom of the third will stay alive. Lucas Duncan almost getting a 3 down inning. He has only had a 3 down 1 time across his 4 outings. Nolan Watson's 1 for 1. He had a knock in his first at bat. He had that RBI swing and that little softly hit ground ball over to third that he beat up the throw. One gets a swing. 2-2. Curveball gets the swing, and it is a half swing, but it is a swing nonetheless. That is out number 3. Lucas Duncan allows one to get on. Doesn't go further than first base. That is the end of the first 3 innings. We're on to the 4th. Copperheads still up 1-0. Top of the 4th, ready to go. Almost halfway home. We're seeing Charlie Walker come out for his 4th inning. His first 2 innings, he went 3 up, 3 down. Went 2 up, 2 down to start the 3rd. Allowed a few men to get aboard, courtesy of a few walks. Nothing more came of it, though. Grayson Wright up. Grayson Wright, Will Dickens, and Joey Sulish all getting their second at-bats here in the 4th frame. Looking for a put-away pitch, the 2-2 from Walker, breaking ball outside. The Athletics were going down pretty quickly to get things going, but since having 2 outs in the 3rd, they've really started to drive the pitch count up of Charlie Walker, taking longer at-bats, working the count deeper. And this marks 3 or 4 straight batters in a row, taking Walker into a full count. A payoff pitch popped up. Shallow center field. It's Shaver coming in. He will make the catch. 1 up, 1 down in the 4th. See if Will Dickens can do more. Dickens also 0 for 1. He struck out in his first at-bat. Looking a close couple pitches to start his second. Behind Dickens, Joey Sulish. 2, 3, and 4 here in the 4th. Not much offense here today. Very little, actually. 0 for the Athletics, if we're being exact. The Copperheads going tit for tat in terms of this early pitchers duel we're having. 2-2 to Dickens, runs inside. The 3-hole hitter for the Athletics will be aboard. It's a hit by pitch for Will Dickens. That'll bring up Joey Sulish. Sulish is 0 for 1. First pitch swinging, shallow center field. Shaver will field it easily. It's a can of corn for the center fielder once more. He's had a busy day out there defensively. That's out number 2 here in the 4th. Alex Tremble will be aboard with the runner on. Tremble, like many other Athletics, is 0 for 1. Trimble now on a 3-1, grounding it over to the right side of the first base bag, almost making a bid for what most likely would have been a double. Instead, he moves into a full count on Charlie Walker. Walker about to throw his 63rd pitch. Full count, 2 outs. Will Dickens will be on the move at the pitch. And the payoff to Trimble is skied. Straightaway right field. Mason McDonald ranging out to his right. He will make the catch on the run. And it is 4 no-hit innings for Charlie Walker. We are halfway home. The Copperheads lead still. It's 1-0. Second half of this one getting underway. It is still Lucas Duncan coming out for his second inning of work. Falling behind Mason McDonald 2-0. So Lucas Duncan making a bid for potentially his season longest outing so far. He's only notched one inning across 4 appearances, coming back out for his second. Charlie Lofton heading out of the bullpen for the Athletics. We'll probably see him within the next inning or two. 3-0 to McDonald, catches his corner. It's now 3-1. Behind McDonald, Aiden Mulligan, Jody Watson up again. 7-8-9, due up for the fourth. 3-1 misses. It's a 5-pitch walk to the leadoff hitter of the fourth inning. McDonald will be aboard. Aiden Mulligan watches strike one go past him. Mulligan's 0 for 1. Nothing across the scoreboard since the first inning. Copperheads played 1 in the bottom of the first. We've gone 2.5 innings straight of nothing else. Copperheads in good position to win at least one of 2 games today. Nasty curveball in there, Mulligan. Now 1-2. Copperheads playing 2 in a row, of course. 1-2 breaking ball again. Called strike 3 on Mulligan. Out number 1 in the fourth. Lucas Duncan really utilizing that curveball. Mulligan goes down looking. Up now, Jody Watson. Watson was walked in his first, only getting a second at bat now. Another slider from Lucas Duncan. Getting ahead 0-2. The righty really finding his groove with his off speeds. If Jody gets aboard, that'll bring up Drew Shaver. The lineup will flip over for the third time today. 1-2, swung on and missed. Strikeout number 2 of the inning for Lucas Duncan. Out number 2 of the inning, and that will bring up Drew Shaver. Shaver will come aboard, 2 outs and a runner on for him. Shaver so far an unsuccessful 0 for 2. First pitch slider in there. We've seen Lucas Duncan really struggle with his location this season across his 4 outings, but today he looks like he's found what he was working towards. Been all over the strike zone with his off speeds, really doubling down on that slider and curveball. 0-1, runner goes, another slider, the throw down from Isbell trying to get McDonald. Not in time, a awkward slide from McDonald going into second, but it works. Shaver now trailing 0-2 again. Duncan's 0-2, fouled off, out of play. Shaver getting a piece of the pitch to avoid the 3-pitch strikeout. The 0-2 once more. On a line over to right. Will Dickens coming in. He will make the catch. It's out number 3. Lucas Duncan having himself a productive 4th inning. We're on to the 5th. Copperheads still out in front. Inning number 5, ready to go. The Copperheads will throw out a new pitcher. It'll be Will Sharp. He will face Jack Fennell. First pitch to Fennell is called strike number 1. So Fennell taking over for, I believe, Danny Isbell. Looks like he'll have catching duties for the rest of this one. That'll be the end of the day for Charlie Walker. He goes 4 shutout and 4 no-hit innings in the same process. He allows a few base runners, but no one comes around to score. Will Sharp looking to hold the 0 where it is. The 0-2 to Fennell, back up the middle. That one will get through. It's the first hit of the day for the Athletics. A softly hit ground ball up the middle. Looked like it was between the legs of Will Sharp. So the Athletics finally getting their first knock of the game to lead off the 5th inning. We will immediately get a pinch runner for Fennell. He'll head back to the dugout, put his catcher's gear on, get ready for the field. Now up again, Carson Lane. He's 0 for 1. First pitch hits him. So Will Sharp quickly allowing 2 runners on and only a handful of pitches. Only a 1-run lead for the Copperheads so far. Only 1 run scored in the game for either team combined. Now with 2 aboard for him, it's Amari Lethgo. He's 0 for 1. He shows bunt down the line and foul. A little sacrificial bunt going on, trying to move over the 2 runners. Let's go down the line over the left side. Boone Fields will touch third for 1. So the runner heading to third will be put out regardless. Fields having a chance to turn 2. Instead, he'll only get 1. Almost a nice play from the third baseman. Lefko will reach first base on the fielder's choice. Now up, Isaiah Whited. Sharp missing the plate starting his first inning of work today. Already 1 hit by pitch and almost having a second one there to Whited. There's another one running in on Whited, not 3-0. Misses, couldn't tell what the call was. But that'll be ball number 4, 1 out. Bases will now be loaded for 10-hole hitter Mason Alcorn. And he swings and drives the first pitch out to left. Samuelot is there, tagging off at third is Lane. He will come home to score. It is a sacrifice fly off the bat of Mason Alcorn. So that'll tie things up at 1. 2 outs now in the 5th. Will Sharp comes on, allows the bases loaded, and 1 run across so far. First run on the board since the first inning. 3 full innings of work between the 2 runs. Lineup turning over, and it's no longer Ty Sowards. It is now Colby Comparado. Comparado coming off a week where he hit 2 home runs in the same day. Believe that was on Wednesday, I want to say. Let's go on second, Wyatt on first. 2-0 now to Comparado. It's popped up left side, coming in hustling his lot. That's out number 3 in the 5th. The Athletics tie things up at 1. We're on to the bottom of the 5th. Score now tied. Bottom of the fifth in the middle of a 1-1 game. It's been a tight one out here at Maryville High School. We will now see Kane Baber step in. Baber fouls off the first pitch he sees. The lefty now 0 for 1. He's 0 for 2 today. He'll stand in, and there'll be a new pitcher on the mound for the Athletics. It will be the side-arming Charlie Lofton. We knew we'd see him today. The Athletics will want him to probably go at least a 5th and 6th, maybe even the 7th before Grayson Wright has to come in. 1-1, almost hitting Baber. Two 2-1 popped up just beyond the infield. It's Grayson Wright heading out to his left. He'll make the catch. Baber retired. 1 up, 1 down. In the field defensively, we mentioned a little changes. Denny Isbell no longer behind the plate. It'll be Jack Fennell. Over in center, Ty Soward's out. It looks like Comparado in. Everybody else looks the same. Behind Baber, it's Matt Newton up again. First pitch curveball in from Lofton. Lofton, an absolute workhorse for the Athletics this season. Making his 17th appearance. The 2-0 hit over to right again. Thrown across in time. Good play from the shortstop. Out number 2. So this is the Athletics' 21st game, and this is Lofton's 17th outing. So he has pitched in all but 4 games. Call it 24 innings of work for the righty. 20 strikeouts to 19 walks, about half and half. His ERA just over 4, but with the sheer volume of work, you can't be too mad at that number. He'll now face Boone Fields, who swings at the first pitch. Fields 0 for 1. I don't believe we've seen any pitcher come on more than we've seen Lofton. He's definitely gotten what he's paid for this summer. He doesn't go very long. That's how he's been able to pitch so often. He'll just do an inning here, inning there. The 0-2 to Fields, just a little out. Behind Boone Fields, if he can get aboard, it'll be Samuel Ott up once more. Tie ball game here with 2 outs in the 5th. Lofton's 1-2 fastball on the corner, called strike 3. Boone Fields down looking. Lofton goes 1-2-3 into the 5th. We're on to the 6th. Score still tied up at 1 apiece. It's either team's game. As the sixth inning gets started, still only one run apiece. Grayson Wright up for the third time. The big power hitter for the Athletics looking to get things going for their sixth at-bat. Scored one for the first time in the fifth inning. We'll look to make that 2 in a row. It is still Will Sharp coming out for his second inning. We'll probably see him the rest of the game. No action going on in the pen for the Copperheads, and none going on for the Athletics either. Grayson Wright, Will Dickens, and Joe Sulish up as of now. To the right, hard hit, just foul. Nasty curveball, called strike 3. Will Sharp gets Grayson Wright down looking. Breaking ball just catching the plate on the inner part. Right down for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Will Dickens coming up now. Dickens 0 for 1. First pitch, half swing. Doesn't go. It's 1-0. Popped up, left side. Coming in his lot. He will make the catch with ease. 2 up, 2 down. So if the Copperheads can win today, they will be in striking distance of second place. The second place team Bears only have 11 wins, and if the Copperheads win both today, that will be win number 11 for them. So they could get into second for the first time this season. It's been Athletics in the first seed all season, and the Bears have been not too far behind in second all season. And last all season has been the Bobcats. So the only real changing of the scoreboard throughout the summer has been between the third and fourth place Copperheads and Eagles. In a 5-team league, that's kind of crazy, I believe. As Joe Sulich is up, he's 0 for 2. Two 2-0 chop foul. So this will be the second to last day out at Maryville. We were supposed to only have one more, and that was going to be on Thursday, but of course the regular Tuesday games got moved over to Maryville today. So we'll have one more day at Maryville, then as of right now, 3 or 4 more days at Catholic. 2-1, just catching the plate. Will Sharp really living on the corners. He's painting them really well. Got Grayson Wright down on a strikeout on a close pitch. Now has Joe Sulish down on a couple of strikes, or potentially being down on a couple of strikes. Couple close ones. The 2-2 over the left side. Baber will play it on a hop with ease. He'll throw over. Sulish retired. That's out number 3. We're on to the bottom of the 6th. Copperheads got 2 at-bats left to play with. The score still remains tied up. Looking to take the late lead as the Copperheads up in the 6th. They will face Charlie Lofton once more for the 2nd inning. They will send up Samuel Ott, Nolan Watson, and Mason McDonald. 5, 6, and 7, the meat of the lineup. Looking for their first run since the 1st inning. One from Lofton finds the zone. Picking up right where he left off, attacking the zone. We've seen that across all pitchers today. Hasn't been too many uncompetitive pitches in this one, which is actually really good to see. The 1-2 to Lott. Got him. Lott down swinging. That's out number 1 in the 6th. Number 44 coming out for his 2nd frame of work and picking up the K to get it going. We'll see how Nolan Watson can follow it up. He'll tap the first one in the air down the left field line. Trimble coming in, and it will drop in foul territory. The left fielder making a good bid for a nice play. Unfortunately, just out of his reach. Watson now at a 0-1. Watson responsible for the sole RBI for the Copperheads today. He's 1 for 2 officially. The 0-1 looks like it hit the knob of the bat of Watson. So that'll go down as I believe a foul ball. Lofton looking for the put away, the 0-2, and he'll get it. Strike number 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Watson down on 3 pitches. 2 strikeouts for Lofton here in the 6th. Mason McDonald will come in. McDonald's 0 for 1 officially. This will probably be maybe his last at bat, depending on how far the Copperheads go in the 7th if they need it. 2-0 popped up on the infield. Grayson Wright coming in from short. He'll make the catch. That'll be out number 3. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Copperheads. The Athletics are down on their last 3 outs. Well, each team is down on their last 3 outs. We'll head into the 7th. Will Sharp out for the 7th, trying to keep his tie game intact, looking to give his team a fair shot in the 7th. He will face Finn Piper for the first time. Piper getting his first time swinging. He'll come in for Carson, or for Alex Trimble, excuse me. So it'll be Finn Piper. After that, it'll be back to Danny Isbell, not Jack Fennell again. Behind him, it looks like Carson Lane will take a swing. Piper at a 1-1, softly hit over the left side. That will get down in front of Lott in left field. Good leadoff knock from the lefty, taking his first swings today. There's a leadoff base runner for the Athletics. Looking to follow that up, it will be Danny Isbell. He'll show bunt first pitch back to the mound. Will Sharp will throw over. Danny Isbell retired. Out number 1. Finn Piper moves over to second. You know, now that we're 6 into third innings deep for pitching for the Copperheads, the only 2 people that have hits today are now Finn Piper and Jack Fennell, both of which have only had 1 at-bat. The rest of the starting 10 has gone 0-4 entirely. Alex Trimble trying to change that. The go-ahead run now standing on first. Or, excuse me, Carson Lane now up, not Trimble. Carson Lane up with the runner on. Behind him will be Amari Lethko. We saw Sharp live around the corners in his first frame, not leaving anything over the heart of the plate. Doing so real successfully. Picked up a couple of strikeouts in the 6th. 1-1. Fouled off. Now 1-2. One, two. Another called strike 3 on the inner part of the play. Will Sharp living there the last 2 innings. And he gets another call to go his way. And that is a strikeout for out number 2. Carson Lane down looking. The Athletics down to their last offensive out here in this one. It's Amari Lethko. Another nice curveball from Sharp on the inner part of the plate. He's had very strong command today. Lethko is 0 for 2 his last time up. Go ahead, run on second. If the Athletics do not score Piper or anything else this inning, then the best they can hope for is a tie. They do not have any of those this season. They are 14-6. 1-1 to Lethko over the left side. Kane Baber will play it on a back hop. The throw over on the hop. That is out number 3. Lethko grounds out at 6-3. That will be the end of the day for the Athletics. Copperheads will try to win it in the 7th. It's all or nothing for the Copperheads. They have every chance to win, everything to gain, and nothing to lose. Grayson Wright will come out for the 7th. 8-9-1. Ada Mulliken, Jody Watson, and Drew Shaver up in the 7th. Ada Mulliken's 0 for 2. A little defensive changes for the Athletics is now Alcorn at short and Lethgo at second. Everything else looks the same. Copperhead's looking to win it here. A very fast pitcher's duel. The game clock not even at an hour 45 yet. Wright's 1-2 in the air, right side. Wide, it'll make the play just beyond the first base bag. It's out number 1 in the 7th. So as the Copperheads have found out before, there is no such thing as extra innings here in the SMCL this season. If the game ends at the 7th inning and it's still tied, then that's just ball game. Copperheads have had that happen to them once this season. They're 9-11-1. So the worst they can do here is tie. They will not lose, but they would love to just get one more. Jody Watson and Drew Shaver, Copperheads down their last 2 outs. They have not scored anything since the 1st inning. The 2-0 right side. Dropping down in front of right field, and that will get down. It's a 1-out knock for Jody Watson. A softly hit liner over the right side, and there is now the winning base runner aboard. We will get an immediate pinch runner for Watson. It'll be the speedy Kalen Chesney coming on. If he scores, he'll be the winning run. Shaver in his 4th at-bat, he's 0 for 3. His last time swinging it here today. First pitch fouled off. Oh my goodness, I do apologize. My mic was muted for that last play. But unfortunately for the Copperheads, they will have a soft pop out. Kalen Chesney coming off of first did not know where the ball was, and that's how the game will end. So a very anticlimactic ending to this one. Your final score here today is 1-1. Copperheads, an unfortunate way to lose that one, had the winning run aboard, just lost the ball up in the air, I guess. So they will drop to 9-11-2, the second tie for them. The Athletics will finally get a tie on the board. They now sit at 14-6-1. Both teams still remain where they're at in the score standings. And that'll do it for the first game here today at Maryville High School. If you're a Copperheads fan, stick around. There will be another broadcast for the next game. They will play the Bobcats due up next. If you're a BCA fan, you should also stick around because the Bobcats are up next. They will play the Copperheads at the 7:30 game. Granted, it is now 6:40, so we will probably start maybe 10 or so minutes prior to 7:30. We'll see how quickly we can get things going in the next game. But that'll be it from game number 1. I hope to see everybody back in the second game. I will, of course, start a new live stream. But that's it for you today. Then I'll see you tomorrow, if not Thursday. And if not, the next week. I appreciate everybody for listening. My name is Hunter Mancuso.